triple stream started. It's Thursday. Thursday, what? I'm trying to think in my head. Thursday, the 5th of February. How are we all? Are we all super duper happy, healthy, and well? That is the question. That is the question on everyone's lips. Are we all good? I hope so. Do I look tired? I am tired. I don't know what's going on with me at the moment. I think just my head's all over the place a little bit. But I've been putting in a lot of effort into a lot of things at the moment. So I should be tired. And do you know what? It's 25 to 10. 25 that's how tired I am. 25 to 8. You should be tired at 25 to 8. That's all good. Sometimes we question things. But no, I am. And I am absolutely dreaming. I have been sleeping so well this week. I am dreaming of my bed tonight. Can't wait. How's today gone? Today's been a really good day. Did a live this morning. Then went to the gym. Then got home. Done some content. Written some plans. Sorted some other bits and pieces out. Recorded a new podcast that's out now on YouTube. It would be out on other formats, but I can't log in. For some unknown reason, Spotify has decided to change its system and then tell me that it doesn't recognize my email. Great. It's done this once before, and it took me forever to find the route around to get logged in, which is just an absolute ball ache, to be honest with you. Yeah. So I don't know what to do about it. And it is a nightmare because it's what all of the formats. So it's out on YouTube now. New podcast out on YouTube. And the podcast is, I don't know what the podcast is. Who's to blame for you being fat? Right? That is the that's the podcast. Bit of a tricky one, really. I've sort of gone at it from a couple of random angles in a way. And quite a tough topic to cover. But anyway, that's out now on YouTube. I'd appreciate if you go and take a look at it. That'd be ace. I don't think I've uploaded episode 65 either to Spotify. So I'm a couple behind on, so it's out on YouTube. But Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, all that, I think I'm 2 behind. So if you only listen to my podcast through Spotify or Amazon or Apple or Google or anything like that, bear with me. I'm going to try and sort it out over the weekend, and you'll have a couple of podcasts to have a listen to. Episode 66. 66 of the podcast. Yeah, we've been running 3 years this is 3 years in July. So we've got 66 episodes out. I try and do 1 or 2 a month if I can. It's quite hard trying to do a bit of everything. But anyway, new podcast is out. So I've done that. And then I did a weight loss coaching live, talking about tonight's weight loss coaching live with my clients was the truth about UPFs and eating healthy. So talking about ultra processed foods. It's a big thing at the moment. A lot of demonizing going on without any context, without any nuance, without any sort of like perspective around different elements, as it were. So I'll talk about that. And I'm not pro UPF, but I'm not against them. I'm pro healthy relationship with food. And as long as we take everything with a pinch of salt, if we look at everything with a bit of context and understanding, you'll have a healthy relationship with food. It's amazing how many people are just like, they're scared. They've been led to believe that certain things, if you have one, tea that's Alpha Bites and flipping turkey Twizzlers, or if you have one ready meal, it's pure poison. You're going to get cancer from it. You're really not, right? And it's just not the way to live our lives. Bloody hell. There's enough things in the world to be worried about than thinking you're going to die from eating a flipping protein yogurt. It's absolutely bonkers. It is absolutely bonkers. Anyway, that's a weight loss coaching live tonight. I'm actually going to probably do a version of it for a podcast in the future. But if you would like to watch that live now, because you are like really panicking about ultra processed foods, join up to the community, join the one-to-one plan, and it's there on YouTube in our community playlist. All right, the unlisted community playlist, just for the people that subscribe to the community. Yeah. Faye, good evening. Oh, top 5. Faye's in number 1, Callum's in number 2, Stevie's in at number 3, Lou's in at number 4, and Steph GC is in at number 5. Good evening, guys. Thank you very much, as always, for checking live, coming and saying hello. Who else in tonight? Kelly's in, Helen, Becky, Tina. Tina, you messaged me today. I assume it's your check-in. I couldn't look at it because you messaged me, and then I sent a broadcast out on top of it. So I can't, but I don't want to look at it in case it is a check-in because I'm not doing any check-ins till tomorrow. If it's something that I need to respond to today, will you just let me know? How's Rach doing? Rach is absolutely fine now. Well, I say absolutely fine now. She doesn't know what it was. I think it was just a bit of bad, like gastroenteritis or something. She's had no D, no V, no nothing. She just got this pain in her stomach, but it was constant. It wasn't like a stabbing pain or stomach cramps. It was just like it's constant pain. Really, really tender to touch. And yeah, so she was really poorly on Tuesday with it. And weird because she's not really an ill person, Rach, to be honest with you. Both of us are pretty good with illness. We tend to stick away from it. Anyway, she took yesterday. Well, she worked from home yesterday, but her company's really, really good. They sort of left her alone, really. And then she's been into work today, and she's all right. And her appetite's actually come back today. She's only eaten about 1,000 calories over the last couple of days, but her appetite's come back today. So anyway, evening, boss. Ryan, I think you messaged me in the group today, but it kind of disappeared. I couldn't see it because I got a notification, but I was just in the middle of editing, so I couldn't actually I couldn't log on. Right, hang on. Hold you up. Right, this is going to be really weird. I'm going to log off for 1 second. Get in. But if you want to know why, I've just gone get in. For some reason, it just flagged up how I normally log in. So we're in. And yeah, as suspected, let me flip my camera around. As suspected, I have only got, I think episode 64 was the last one on Spotify. So I am in. I absolutely hate this website at times. He's actually really good for uploading. It's easy, but sometimes they make it hard work to log in. So I have not done episode 65 or 66. So if you only listen to the podcast on is this the one? I'll upload it now. No, that's 64. What's that one? Long-term issues from long-term obesity. Was that 65? Why have I not put episode 65 on it? What was episode 65 of the podcast? I'm sorry to do this while I'm to it. Long-term issues from long-term obesity. That is episode 65. Right, I'm uploading 65 now to Spotify. Right, and then tomorrow or next week I'll do 66. So if you want to listen to Spotify, even for a treat, you've got 2 podcasts. I mean, it might not be a treat. You might be like, to be honest with you, it'll pull the tits off us. But anyway, if you do like the podcast, it'll be all right. Right, let me scan up and see what I've missed. Nick, good evening. Anyone else in? The weather has been shit today, like proper horrible. Like it's bloody cold. Yeah, it's bloody cold, bloody windy. Felt like it was going to snow, and it didn't. Started raining when I was walking the second dog. Honestly, I wear shorts. I put this on my Instagram. I wear shorts 365 generally. But today's weather is absolutely like trackies might come out tomorrow. I think I only own 1 pair of tracky bottoms. Right? And I always wear gym gear. I wear gym gear or hoodies, T-shirts, shorts, 24/7 pretty much. I'm just living gym gear. There's the beauty of working for myself. It's the beauty of working for myself. It's the beauty of not working in an office environment. And I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Rachel's always like, oh, I can't wait to get home and put my comfies on. I'm like, I wear my comfies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It feels so weird when I actually do put a pair of jeans on or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, I think I've got 1 or 2 pairs of Under Armour trackies. If this weather is in tomorrow, they might come out. I'm going to disappoint a lot of people around my village because they always say to me, how could you wear shorts? And I'm like, I'm just used to it. 24/7 I wear them. Anyway, there we go. I've scanned up way too much there. What am I doing? Jackie's in. Good evening. Who've I missed? No one. I'm all right. I've caught up-ish. Kelly, CT scan didn't go to plan, but got it done in bed now. Oh, no, Kelly. Hope you don't have to have it done again. Or if you say it didn't go to plan, you didn't quite get the results you wanted. I don't think you get them straight away. No idea. What are we doing now? Let me scan up. Love your podcast. Think I'm 3rd time round. Well, to be honest with you, if you've only just discovered my podcast, there's 60. If it's on spot, if you're watching or listening to it on Spotify, there's 64 episodes. So by the time you get to episode 64, they're about 30 minutes to an hour each. So you've probably got like 40 odd hours to go through. You've probably forgotten what the first one was. So, and that's what I'm going to do next week. I'm going to do a little update. So I did like an introduction to the Real Lost Boss, which is like the first podcast, but I'm going to do a little update. I'm not going to do a little update. I'm going to do like, how did I come up with my weight loss plan? Or how did I come up with my philosophy of weight loss? Right? Or my plan of weight loss, or I don't know how to, philosophy of weight loss sounds a bit stupid, doesn't it? I don't know. Someone help me word that right. But basically, how I started, what led to me, not look at set calories daily, have some flexibility and freedom. Same with steps. What led me to like high protein, fiber, volume? What led me to, not go to extremes with my eating to still build it? What was, and there's a reason for everything. Every single thing that I do, there is a little story behind why I did it. Right. So I don't know. Some people might find it interesting. Some people might not. But I think that's going to be the next podcast. Hunger Demons out there, but fighting through. Glad Anis. Yeah, I had him for a couple of days this week. Yesterday and today, absolutely right as rain. They were kind of worrying me a little bit because I was like, they're hard to fight. And again, my philosophies of weight loss, I think I might call it my philosophies of weight loss. They're hard to fight, but protein fills you up, fiber fills you up. It didn't on Monday, Tuesday for me, but I stayed strong. I persevered, and bang, yesterday, absolutely right as rain. Absolutely right as rain today. And I still did all right in terms of banking calories and calorie control Monday, Tuesday. Just wasn't very pleasant. And we don't want that feeling on a regular basis, do we? Every now and then is all right, Porridge healthy for weight loss. Porridge is healthy, right? Depending on how you make it, right? But remember, the health of something isn't determined by the individual thing, right? It's health, something we eat might have health promoting benefits, but if you have an overall shit diet and you have one bowl of healthy porridge, right, and your healthy porridge might be oats, milk, honey, fruit, chia seeds, dark chocolate, something like that, bit of peanut butter, right? Really, really healthy ingredients. But if you eat that once a week and the rest of your diet shit, you're not going to be healthy, even though that's a nutritious bowl of food, right? So your health is not determined by what you eat in the odd meal. It is determined by what you do consistently over time, right? Now, I just described a really healthy bowl of porridge there. Let me say it again. Oats, milk, honey, peanut butter, dark chocolate, fruit, chia seeds, right? Absolute bowl full of nutrition. Also a bowl full of calories. So you put there porridge healthy for weight loss. Everything's good for weight loss if it fits in with your calories. It's where a lot of people go wrong with weight loss. They just think eating healthy automatically is going to put them into a calorie deficit. Now, don't get me wrong. For a lot of people, eating healthy, there is a chance of being a calorie deficit. But for a lot of other people, and I've worked with several clients, they would make, 60 grams of oats, 300 mil of milk, make my porridge, and then, like I say, honey, vitamins, minerals, nutrients, great. Oats, vitamins, minerals, nutrients, great. Milk, vitamins, minerals, nutrients, great. Dark chocolate full of polyphenols, different fruits full of fiber, chia seeds full of healthy fats and fiber. All these things, amazing. But you can very easily end up with 1,000-calorie bowl of porridge, right? And if you only burn 2,000 calories a day and you're already using 50% of your calorie intake on a bowl of porridge, it's not going to be great for weight loss, right? So it's not quite as cut and short, I find eating a few pieces of dark chocolate is calming down the cravings. Yeah, I mean, eat a few pieces of milk chocolate. Again, look, there are some, everyone goes mad. Dark chocolate, dark chocolate, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate does have, like I say, polyphenols in, really good, like antioxidants and stuff like that. But it's one of them. If having a bit of dark chocolate, if you've got a sweet craving and having a bit of dark chocolate sorts it out, great. If you're having a sweet craving and it doesn't sort it out, rubbish. You're better off having some milk chocolate. Yeah. I've not done it for ages. I used to do it quite a bit. Chocolate chips. I love them. I just get them from Aldi, the pantry ones. Like you get white chocolate, milk chocolate, and dark chocolate, and just sprinkle them on like a yogurt bowl or something like that. And like 10 grams is 54 calories, but because the little flecks, they go quite a long way. Yeah. And you tend to find with dark chocolate got much more of a flavor. Now you see a lot of tits on social media in supermarkets telling you to go for 90%. Now it is so bitter. It's horrible. 90% dark chocolate is fantastic don't knock me until you try it, but 90% dark chocolate is ace in a bit of gravy, right? It's bitter, but it adds a richness. So in a jus for like a red meat or even in a bit of gravy, honestly, it is fantastic. It's not going to cure any sweet cravings. The darkest I will go with dark is 70%. I can't be asked for any more than that, I love dark chocolate chips on porridge as you get a fair few. Yeah, I think that's it because it's good. 10 grams, 54 calories is, and you can dot it all about. And if you put it on something hot so they melt, dark chocolate also has quite a strong flavor. Had bad hunger demons this week, mainly after I've eaten. I just want to carry on. Before eating, I've not really thought about food. Jez, sometimes we don't need to look too deep into things, but it is always worth having. Are there any triggers this week? So, have you had any subconscious stress this week? Has anything happened that wouldn't normally happen this week that is maybe you wanting to use food as a bit more of a distraction? Sometimes you just have to accept it is what it is. Sometimes it's just a case of, my hunger's just racing a little bit. We're not robots. So if you have the odd day or week where your hunger's just a bit higher, it can just be natural sometimes. Claire, good evening, boss. Good evening, Claire. Yeah, I did, mate. Put a message in the Q&A. I can resend it if you need me to. Resend it now if it's not been answered yet, Ryan. And then I'll have a jump. I might still be able to see it because the Q&A group isn't that busy. But if you resend it after the live, I'll have a quick scan when I get into bed and I'm having a final catch up before I put my phone down. I got called fit today. I'll take that. And party. Absolutely take that. We love a nice compliment, don't we? We do. They dilate. Now I got a swollen arm and really hurts. Oh, I don't actually know what that is, Kelly. Anyway, I hope it sorts itself out very, very soon and you're not in too much pain. I meant to the 1st of December for shorts. Beat the postie. Yeah, to be fair, my postie Steve, he's in shorts 24/7. I love it. I just love wearing shorts. They're just so comfortable. I've been struggling to actually with my left knee. I've had an arthritis flare up in my left knee. It's actually eased. I got this morning, I had a couple of ibuprofen and a couple of paracetamol, and then I had another 2 at dinner time. I've still got my steps in. We've done, not done loads today, 10,400. We'll take that. We'll take that with how this weather is at the moment, you know. Join today, looking forward to getting going. AJ, thanks for coming on board, mate. I was just writing your plan up before I jumped on this live. I was meant to get some plans out today. I haven't done. I will get plans. If you send your consultation form in, I'll get your plans out tomorrow. So, AJ, I don't know what the start dates are a bit all over the shop on the consultation form. I'll get you started Monday, mate. Anyway, you'll get started Monday. I've started your plan. I'll finish it off tomorrow, and I'll get all plans sent over by tea time tomorrow at the latest. I had another lady sign up today, and if she can get a form in, I might just be able to get a plan sorted tomorrow for her, but I'll email her tomorrow. Anyway, AJ, thanks for signing up, mate. Thanks for coming on board. Yeah, guys, if you want to join AJ, I'm not saying I'll get you started Monday, but if I get check-ins boxed off tomorrow, it's quite a check-in day tomorrow. It's not manic check-in day. So if you do sign up today and I've got a bit of spare time, I can write your plan tomorrow. I'll get it. And to be fair, Rachel's out for a couple of hours on Saturday afternoon having, I don't know, stuff jabbed in her face. I don't know what she does. She goes and has stuff jabbed in her face. I might even do a bit of work Saturday afternoon. So if you do sign up, if you want to sign up and you want to get started on Monday, like in 2 days, 3 days time, get you on plan, come get signed up and we'll sort you out. Yes, I'm on the quiet check-in week. Yeah, when I say quiet check-in week, manic check-in weeks I've got about 150 active clients. Does everyone check in each week? No. Do I have some clients that have got MIA? Yes. But manic check-in week at the moment is about 75. And non-manic check-in week is about 50 at the moment. So it's still busy. It's just not what I call manic check-in week, as it were. And everyone that checks in this weekend is quite rare. Everyone that checks in tomorrow or this check-in round, it's quite rare to get any check-ins over the weekend. Whereas manic check-in week, I get several that come in on a Saturday morning as well. So it just extends it out a little bit, which is absolutely fine. I don't mind. I tend to work till 12, 1 o'clock on a Saturday anyway. Completed a couple of extra home weights workout as I haven't got my full step count in this week. That's all right. You know, it is quite hard to if you want to permanently counterbalance low steps with exercise, pretty damn hard to do that. But every now and then, any little bit helps. Honestly, it does. Any little bit helps. So if for whatever reason the weather's as bad as it is, or you just can't be bothered going out, you just struggle a little bit, a little home workout or a little walking workout off YouTube. It's a guy, what was he called? Steps with Rick. What was he called? Get Fit with Rick, is it? Can't remember. The guy in Dubai. Anyway, is he still going? I assume he is. Sorry, Neil, mine's coming in Saturday morning. Faye, that is absolutely fine. I am working on Saturday. United are on at 12:30, so I will be watching the footy. But like I say, Rachel's out. And I try just to have a bit of respect for Rach, really, because she works 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. It's nice for us to kind of have our weekends together. She knows I always work till 1 on a Saturday, or I'll do an hour or so on a Saturday when I get back from spin. But that's why I tend to sign off at 12. But she's out for a couple of hours Saturday afternoon. So if I've not got everything done by then, I'll jump on the while I'm watching the footy. I'll jump on the laptop and tick off. Walking bad's a lifesaver when raining. I tell you what's a lifesaver when it's raining: a big coat. That's my lifesaver when it's raining. I don't have a walking pad. I wouldn't use it. I've ummed and ahed about getting one. I wouldn't use it. I'm happy. I'll get my steps in any weather whatsoever. It doesn't really bother me. And I'm quite just an active person now on a day-to-day basis anyway. My only other issue with the walking pad is my balance is rubbish. I really struggle on a treadmill for balance. So I think I'd be even worse on a walking pad. So I just don't think I'd use it, you know. Let me scan up and see what I've missed. I just finished at the gym. Ram tonight. Weather dictates gyms. Honestly, when I teach my spins, I teach my like Saturday morning. If the weather's like this, Saturday morning, actually on a Saturday morning, it can go one of two ways. If the weather's like this, it can be absolutely rammed because no one wants to go out and about walking dogs and stuff. Or people are just like, I'm not going out in this. I'm not even going to the gym in this. I'll stay in bed. Tuesday night spin, the weather's like this on a Tuesday night, rammed. Absolutely rammed. Jez on YouTube had a pretty chill week off work. I think, I forgot you said you were off work. You've got 2 weeks off, haven't you, Jez? So I think it's just being home around food all day. 100%, mate. And it's lack of routine. You're not busy. You've got no distractions. So you will think about food. So I get it. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Even with high amounts of protein, I'm gagging for more. Thankfully, mostly under control. Yeah, it'll just be you're off work, mate, and it's just like, you know, if you have a week off work, it might not be Christmas, but I think that's the worst thing for me about. I think that's why Christmas for me is my most indulgent time, because if I have a week off and I'm on holiday, yeah, I drink most days, and yeah, we go out for meals and stuff, which are obviously, you know, quite calorific. But, you know, even if I'm all inclusive, I'm nothing compared to being at home because I'm busy. You know, I'm in a pool, I'm playing volleyball, or we're out for walks, or we're off into town somewhere and mooching about, or we're going on an excursion. And I always keep myself preoccupied. When I'm at home, like over Christmas, and I love it, you have like several days where you're just chilling and recouping. And yeah, when you're not busy, you think about food, you know. My steps only about 7K a day this week. That's all right, Carl. That's, you know, look, at the end of the day, it's not bad. We know what our targets are. We know where we want to get to. But 7K a day, you know, if I could get every single one of my clients to average 7K a day, most people would be in a much better position than they are now. And I think this time of year, you know, I always try and drive you guys on, and I do tongue in cheek, sort of say, stick your big coat on and get out and about and get your steps done and this, that, and the other. And in some ways, we need to do that. But I'm fully aware I'm not a flipping tyrant. This time of year, it is less motivational. You know, I can't, like, you think now, what time is it now? It's just gone 8 o'clock. Like, another what? 2 months? 2 months, beginning of April, it'll still be light at this time of night. Well, just about. It'll just about be light. And that is, even if the weather's crap, right? Even if it's, and it can be, can't it? You know, sometimes April can be absolutely stunning. Sometimes it can still be blustery and rainy and windy. When it's light 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, it makes you more inclined to go out and about. You know, it does. We have to be honest with things like that. At what time on? Oh, 2 minutes past. I feel like I've been on for ages. It's only 2 minutes past 8. Did I come on at 1/2 past? Was I on time? I've no idea. I'm going to go actually about 1/4 past, guys. I'm knackered. I did say to my community, in the community, I was coming on for 45 minutes to an hour. I think I'm just going to do 45 minutes. Going to go to bed and watch. What we're watching tonight, we watched Zootropolis 2 last night, or Zootopia 2, whatever it's called. Me and Rachel were having an argument. I said, why is it called Zootopia? I said, the first one's called Zootropolis. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you how we watched it last night, but apparently Zootopia is in America. But apparently there's a gym. We had to Google it because we were arguing about it. She was like, no, it's always been called Zootopia. I was like, no, the other one's Zootropolis. Anyway, in America, it's called Zootopia. And they couldn't use that name because there's a big zoo in Holland that's called Zootopia. And it owns the trademark and that. So it had to change, so it's Zootropolis. Anyway, if you've not seen Zootopia or Zootropolis 1 or 2, watch them. They are absolutely brilliant. I think Zootropolis 2 might be better than Zootropolis 1. Big statement. There you go. Yes. I am nearly 46 years of age. Yes, I am talking about Zootopia's stroke Zootropolis and how good they are. So sue me, I couldn't give a shit. Brilliant. Go watch them. Really, really good. I'm quite impressed. I said I was doing 2,000 steps on my form. It's closer to 4K since wearing my watch. Claire, that's really good to hear. I agree. Love them. Second was so good. Love Gary. Yes, we do love Gary. Gary the Snake. Right. Very, very good. So what we're going to watch tonight? I don't know. But quite enjoy. We've not got a series at the moment. We're not into a series. Need a series maybe, but I can't sometimes, like, especially like tonight. Thing with the series is when you get wrapped up in them, they can consume quite a bit of your life, can't they? So we're quite enjoying just sticking on a couple of films at the moment. So we've been going through a few films. So I don't know. We'll have to have a look. Have you watched the Fallout series? I haven't. Is it a new series that's just come on Amazon? Because it's all over me, Amazon Prime. I do fancy it. I know Fallout, the computer game. So, I'm watching Monster at the moment. Only slightly disturbing. Which Monster? What, on Netflix? There's a few of them. Are you watching the Ed Gein one? Or the Jeffrey Dahmer? Is it Jeffrey Dahmer one? There's three or four on Netflix. I need to watch Lucy Let Me. Yeah, when's that out? Is that out today or yesterday? Actually, I might stick that on. Tonight. Yes, Ed Gein. Yeah, that is absolutely properly fucked up. Well, let's not beat around the bush. It took me and Rach ages to watch that one. We really struggle with it, and we love dramas like that. Yellowstone is amazing. We've done the first 2 seasons, and then because they kicked, I don't know, Rachel spat a dummy out over it because they kicked Kevin Costner off the last season. Now, I know that's another few seasons down the line, but she was like, I don't want to watch any more of it if he's not in it till the end. So, sorry, I don't know if that's a spoiler. It was all over. If you're into Yellowstone, you'll know that's the case. And it doesn't ruin anything early on. But yeah, so we stopped watching it. I do want to watch the rest of it. We've only done the first 2 seasons, and it was really, really good. You watch Mr. Mercedes? That's weird. I haven't, Neil. I've seen it. That's Netflix, isn't it? We're very much like something new will come up, and if it's not 2026, like released from Netflix straight away, it's like we tend not to watch. But I have seen it on Netflix. I've seen it like advertised. But like I said, I'm trying not to get into episodes, like into series at the moment. Don't know why. I think it's just because I haven't got the attention span for them. I was so confused. It used to be Zootopia. Then my daughter put it on, and it was Zootropolis. Right, so it must have been Zootopia in the UK at some point, and then they've changed it to Zootropolis. I don't know if they call it Zootopia. Have they like dubbed the film or something? I have no idea. Is it that important? Not really. Great films though, really good. Are they going to make us wait 9 years for Zootropolis 3? That's the question. There'll definitely be another one. Six Nations on tonight. I don't really do egg chasing. If I'm honest with you, I don't really do egg chasing. It's not my thing. It really isn't my thing. I don't really do egg chasing. It's not my. It's not my. I'll probably watch England on Saturday. Some of my mates are really into it. In fact, my mate John was like, "Oh, you're watching the Six Nations? You want to go out to watch it tonight?" I can't go live. But yeah, it's not my thing. Rugby just tends to be not my bag, really. I actually don't mind watching a bit of Super League. And I will watch England. On Saturday, but yeah, I wouldn't watch. Whereas like football, if the World Cup's on, I'll watch every game. Same with the Euros. I don't care if it's flipping out of Mongolia versus Burkina Faso. I'll watch it. I'll watch the lot. Whereas, I'm not asked about flipping whatever Six Nations is, that Scotland or Ireland or I'm just it's just not my bag really. And a terrible run today. Energy just wasn't there, and the Hunger Demons keep striking. And it's maybe you just need to mix it up a little bit. maybe something, maybe you just need to mix it up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe split you. I mean, I know you've only been struggling for a day or two, but sometimes it's worth. Sometimes it's worth, maybe changing your calorie structure a little bit, eating little and a bit more often, or maybe it's worth, maybe mixing up your training a little bit. I know you're really into running. I don't know. Sometimes don't get me wrong. If it's only been a couple of days where it's been doing your head in a little bit, that's nothing to panic about. But if you're still struggling a bit next week, maybe. So I do sometimes. Something you've got to mix it up a little bit, And that's why I've kind of gone into this like muscle phase thing, as it were. It's what I'm calling it, I've only done one protein shake today. I am going to have another one, but I've also got a yogurt bowl tonight. I think I'm going to struggle. I think I'm going to struggle with the 2 big shakes a day. What I've also been doing is really ramping up the protein in my everyday food. And I've kind of been doing that on purpose because I don't want to track anymore. I know it sounds daft than 2,600 a day because I'm only doing this for a short period of time. I don't want to get out of the habit of it. And just having 2 shakes just feels like a couple of drinks. It just feels like, even though they're quite filling and it just feels like I'm having an energy drink or I'm having something like that. It doesn't feel like any extras going in, if that kind of makes sense. But I've got a shake in the fridge, so I'll probably slam that down my neck and then give it half an hour and then try and have my yogurt bowl as well. And I've been averaging like over 300 grams of protein this week a day. That is a lot of protein. Hopefully we'll see the benefits of it. I won't know until I'm not weighing myself. In fact, I tell you guys, if you're struggling, you're weighing every day, you're really scale focused, right? So take your batteries out of this, that, and the other. Bathroom, still having the bathroom done. It's been 2 weeks now. I have no idea when. I'm in that frustrating bit now where I'm just waiting on my mate Will to come and plumb everything in. Then it's kind of done. But I'm not pressuring him over it because he's slotting me in between jobs. And I'm like, I just wait to come and get it done. He's not messaged me. He didn't turn up today. He won't be coming tomorrow now because he'd have messaged me. So I'm hoping it's early on next week. We'll see. But in my old bathroom, I had a vanity unit with a sink on and a little slot underneath where my scales sat. And every time I went in the morning, they were there. They were just the little edge of it poking out, looking at me. My scales, I don't even know where they are because I've stripped out my bathroom to have this new bathroom put in. Excuse me, stripped out the bathroom, and they're either in my old office or Rachel's office, but I've took them out and I've stuck them somewhere. So, and this morning I was very tempted. I was like, oh, should I have a little weigh? And if they'd been in my old bathroom, I probably would have done. But I haven't done. So, doing me a favor, and I'm not going to. Well, I'm not putting until the new bathroom's plumbed in. I'm not going to go through everything and put it all back in there. So it's all good. Steps are really bad today. I have man flu, can't breathe, sat in the chair most of the day. Steph GC, if you're poorly, you know that the priority is getting better, not doing loads of steps. Hit 230 grams of protein today and thought that was a lot. 300 is mental. A lot. Yeah. So I'm having these. So in food today, by the time I've had my yogurt bowl, I will have had 214 grams of protein. That's in food. And then my 300 calorie shakes are, I'm having 80 grams of whey, which is 299 calories, and they're 56 grams each. So by the time I get my second shake down me and I've had my yogurt bowl today, I'll have had, in fact, let me just times that by 2. I'm not tracking, but I'm just doing it for the numbers. I will have had 326.1 grams of protein today. That's a lot of protein. That is a lot of protein. I don't think I can keep. I don't need to eat that much to build muscle. It certainly will be covering good for recovery as well. Whether I'm going to keep up with that, I don't know, but we're going. We're going. We're trying. We're really, really. I'm definitely going to do it for a couple of weeks. I'm definitely going to do it till I weigh in next Friday. Anyway, 100%. But yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot of protein to get in. It doesn't seem to have changed my digestion. It doesn't seem to have changed my toilet habits or anything like that. So the body's coping with it quite well. So we'll just see if there's any benefit to it. Let me scan down, see if I missed anything. Don't think I have. Right, I'm going very, very shortly. Guys, remember, it's check-in day tomorrow. If it is your check-in, get all your bits over to me. If you're new and you've not checked in before, it's just done through WhatsApp. There's no time frame that needs booking in. Get up tomorrow morning, go do your business, go to the toilet, jump on the scales, get your measuring tape, blah, 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 blah. And then send all your bits and pieces over to me. Steps, exercise, you can just use screenshots off your app or you can write it down. I've actually broadcast out a template. I still need to add about 8 or 9 people to the broadcast messaging system that have joined this week. I'll add you all tomorrow. But you know, I always say in my check-in reminder, if you want a template, message me. I'm just going to ping the template out each week along with the check-in reminder, because you just need to copy and paste it into your notes or into a new message and then delete my little bit at the top out and then just fill it in as you go along. Hi, Neil. After lots of pondering and watching you for a long time, thinking of joining your community for sport. If I join today, will the payments be taken this day each month? Yeah. So if you join my community, your subscription renews. So it's £5 today, right? That's your first payment using code WELCOME. And then it's £9.99 a month to continue. That's just community only subscription. And whatever day you sign up on, it's just every month it will renew. So if you sign up on what? The 5th of Feb, the 5th of March, 5th of April. If you join my one-to-one plan, you'll pay a one-off payment today of 15 quid. The subscription for that is £29.99 because you get to interact with me and check in with me, and you get a full tailored plan, which is why it's a bit dearer than just joining the community. I can set your dates for payment whenever you want for that. All right. So ideally, well, normally when you start on plan, so my next start date for plan officially is wanted the £15. So do you want the one that's £15 sign up? So it's half price sign up at the moment using code New Year New Me. So it's 15 quid, and then it's £29.99 a month on a rolling contract. Yeah, that's the one. Right. I can set your payment dates whenever you want them to be. All right. Officially, your first subscription goes out the day you start on plan. So my next start date officially is a week on Monday. If you sign up, Lesnar Palmer -Y9K. If you sign up tonight and get your consultation form over to me by tomorrow dinner time, I can start you Monday. All right. And your 15 quid sign up covers your plan and access to the community, blah, 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 blah. And then you tell me when you want your £29.99 to go out. Like I say, ideally, well, not ideally, officially, it starts the day you start on plan. But if you're like, can it go out payday, which is the 15th or the 28th? If you want to wait till the end of Feb for your first subscription to go out, that's fine. I just ask for a minimum 3-month payment. So if it's the 28th of Feb, you'll need to pay one 28th of Feb, 28th of March, or I can set it up for the last day of the month. Last day of Feb, last day of March, last day of April. You'll then get your 4th month free of charge, so there'll be no charge in May. And then if you want to continue with me after that, it's just £29.99 on a rolling contract. You can cancel whenever you want. All right. So you just let me know when your payment dates suit you around payday. That's absolutely fine. And that goes for any existing clients. Now, if your direct debit is currently going out on a day that is a bit of a pain in the arse for you, the 5th of each month is fine. Well, it will be, if you're happy for it to be the 5th of each month, it will be, it won't start until you start on plan, which will be the 9th, which will actually be a little bit later than that. It'll be next week, but then I can start it at the 5th from March. Does that kind of make sense? So your sign-up fee is for your plan. Your subscription will start. Anyone that signs up now, your subscription, the earliest I can start it is next Wednesday, really, Thursday, depending on when you set the direct debit up. If after that you want a different date, let me know. I can sort it out. I'll message you. Just let me know what date's good for you. Let me know what date's good for you. We'll sort it all out. Don't you worry. We'll sort it all out. You will need to pay one in February at some point in February for coming on plan. But we'll sort it all out. Get signed up. I'll email you anyway when you sign up, and we'll have a chat, and then I'll WhatsApp you and whatever, and we can just sort it all out. All right, all good. Nothing set in stone with me. We can work anything out to suit you. Right, I'm going, guys. It's been a pleasure as always. If you want to sign up as well, like Leza Palmer -Y9K, TikTok profile, Facebook page, YouTube page, Instagram, just click on my link tree, click on the monthly one-to-one, go to my website, thereallostboss.net, click on the weight loss section, monthly one-to-one plan, add to cart, it'll say $29.99, add to cart. In checkout, there'll be like a code box. New year, new me, all one word, all capitals. Hit add. That'll be 15 quid. So it'll half the price. It'll be 15 quid. That's all you'll pay now. And then, like I say, at some point in February, I need you to pay $29.99. And then March, and so on and so forth. It's 3 month commitment. After 3 months, it's a rolling monthly contract. You can cancel whenever you want. But at the moment, after your first 3 months, your 4th month will be free. All right. So yeah, come get signed up, and we'll get you going. Right, that's it. I'm out of here. It has been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Guys, I have no idea if I'm on Saturday morning. This could be it. Auf Wiedersehen. Farewell. Until Monday morning. That is like not going for good. If Rachel's happy to come to the gym a bit earlier on Saturday, I'll do a live in the car before my spin class Saturday morning. If not, I'll be back. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, 8:30 a.m. Monday morning. Fingers crossed, we might get a sneaker one in Saturday morning, but if not, I'll be back on Monday. So if I don't see you, have a wonderful weekend. And if I do see you, it'll be Saturday morning, and it will just be on TikTok. All right? So you need to follow me on your phone, because I'm on my phone in the car. All right? So, yeah, follow me on TikTok if you don't already. Guys, been a pleasure. Go to bed. That's what I'm doing. See you later. TikTok, I'll sign up to you first. Facebook, YouTube, sign up to you second. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And if I don't see you, if you don't follow me on TikTok, it will be Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. before I see you again.